RJ, I'm glad you came to my birthday party.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it for anything.
You're only 90 once in a lifetime. You know, this is our free auction, and I almost didn't come because this freaking auctioned me off. Well, that said it, you know, one man said, I'll give $2 for you, something like that, and that was it. And then when the auctioneer got through, you know, she was heckling. And she says, oh no, wait just 1 minute, we got one more item. She says, come on up here, Freeda. And there I didn't know that's the end of it. Allow always told me about it. Like it's off right here, but I didn't know. Taking pictures. Oh, I'm so right here.
That was a good one.
And get your photograph.
I'm sorry. That's okay.
Did I do pretty good? I do like that.
Oh, I didn't know that myself. I'm sorry. No,
Linda?
oh, I'm rich. Every one of them's $100 bill. I think I saw who was it? Betty. I think I saw Betty coming in with that. Over there, under that lamp behind that lady there.
I want the cherry.
They're beautiful. And Opal and her sisters gave me that.
You didn't get it on you.
Won't you help me out?
I know. I wanted to get the Fridas and come over here and get it.
That's all it was.
Do they know how to make coffee? I don't even drink it, much less make
What,
it.
that thing? Looks like there's, is that tea?
Well, there's another coffee maker over there and it's empty. Do you know?
And this time he's got
Everything was running the way it's supposed to, just figure out there it is. Well, I was good for him, and I can't do it for my car. He did all the advertising for my car.
Well, I do think they proved he did a lot.
My youngest daughter's ready. She's like, oh, how come you so bad? I said, that's because I was so bad. That's all right. I love it.
Because I'd see him walking around the office there doing like this. Ain't no way I'm gonna get up the airplane and see.
Thank you. We're going to start with my youngest granddaughter. Speak loud because we're all kind of hard of hearing up here. Speak loud.
The best grandmother in the world. I love my grandmother because she is nice, young-looking, and a mother of a mother of a mother. Anyone with eyes can see that my grandmother is an entertaining, healthy, good-natured lady. And I'm not just saying that to make her feel good. Well, I am, but I'm saying it from the heart. I love the way that she always pays attention to me on the right side. No offense, grandmother. I also love the way that she made those gold lizard pins. I would always ask her if she had any more. Grandmother is very creative with her projects. Like she makes hats, weird pins, and even weirder stuff. I just can't believe that grandmother is already 90 years old. Usually people 90 years old would be in a nursing home or have to use a cane or something. But not mine. She's up and at 'em. Nobody at school can believe it. Now, I don't want to make anyone cry around here, but if you're going to, it's okay. There is never a day that I don't think of my grandmother. Every time I go over, she always has something for me. You don't know how much I love her. She also has the greatest stories about the olden days. She would tell me how mean Jerry was to grandmother. She would tell me about all, and I mean all her sisters. Maida, Eileen, Monty, and Louise, Zadu's, Renifei, Juanita, and Manon. Sorry about my spelling. I get it from you, grandmother. And it's a big bundle. Those are some weird names. Well, anyway, she's a great woman. If you did anything wrong, she would forgive you. I could say bunches more, but if I did, I would have to write more and more, too much for the page. But grandmother, you are the world to me.
Bill Swayze wrote this: "If you don't know Freeda Batson, you have missed the 8th wonder of the world."
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, I wrote this myself.
Speak up.
The name of it is Freeda. It says, 90 years old. How can that be? She seems like a teenager to me. She's always happy, loves to tell jokes to friends and neighbors and, well, just to folks.
Louder.
She's always cheerful, takes everything in stride, and her family, well, they are her pride. So 90 years young, that's how I see it. It's Freeda's attitude that keeps her so fit. So yay, Freeda! Happy birthday too! And many, many more. That's my wish for you.
Okay, I have 2 more up here. By the way, Shirley, you took my best material. Thanks a lot. This is from Alan. It says, "Dear Freeda, it hardly seems possible that 27 years have passed since I first met you and your family. Then and as now, I have always been shown the warmest welcome and friendship by you. The hours I have spent fishing with Lyle and having many conversations with you are treasured memories. What is wrong with the picture is that I continue to get older, my hair gets wider, and my joints get stiff and creaky. While you go to grandmother meetings, rake and pick up leaves, can be counted on to give speeches at occasions, with or without notes, and maintain a wonderful attitude on life, even at 90 years of age. I am blessed to know you. Love, Alan." And then there's mine. It's kind of in the spirit of a roast. Oh, go ahead.
I want to hear your.
I don't have it. I don't know where it is. Right.
Just a minute.
While he's getting ready, I have something. And I'm going to have to get this picture out for everybody to see because this is kind of a joke of the family because we all know what we're going to get every Christmas. Let me find the card. We all know we're going to have pillows and
I don't have room for anybody.
pillows and pot holders from her, from our old blue jeans that these. And so there's going to be a picture in here that everybody's going to have to, and I have to say, I have a wonderful bedspread that the first one got flooded, and I asked for another one, and of course, what did she do but make me a whole nother beautiful bedspread. Beautiful pillows. We have pillows all over our houses. I have more pot holders than I cook anymore. But I love them, every one of them, and my son took them to college with him. And there's going to be a picture in here. I hope I got here with it. I've got it over at Daddy's, if not. But I was hoping to show y'all, but my son wanted some pillows to take with him to school. And grandmother donated some of her pillows. And I hate that. The picture's not in here. I'll go get it. But
Maybe you left one in the envelope.
But there are these pillows, and if y'all could imagine in this boy's apartment, he's 21 at college, and sitting on his couch are these white pillows with pink and red roses. And he says all his soccer friends will come in and they'll go, "Where did you get these pillows?" And he says, I tell them they're staying right there. They're from my great-grandmother. And I had a picture, and I must have left it down at Daddy's for to everybody to see. I was going to show grandmother of these pillows, but they are very special pillows, even to us, the kids, the grandkids, even the great-grandkids have those beautiful pink and fluffy pillows in there.
That's my contribution to his college education.
That's why I stepped in there real quick.
When I first came to the lake here, after meeting Melissa, I was generally treated like royalty. And then, well, almost like royalty because the first 5 or 6 times I was here, she called me Ray and Pat. For those of you who don't know, Ray was her ex-husband and Pat was her boyfriend before. And also she would, when I'd come out for breakfast or come in for lunch, Freeda would always jump up and fix my plate. And she said, that's only because you're a guest, she said, but pretty soon you're going to be family, and then you're on your own. Well, again, I started to worry because 2 or 3 years later, she was still fixing my plate. I didn't know exactly what that meant. It said, for every great man, there's a great woman. And Papa Lyle was one of the 4 or 5 greatest men I've met. No small measure to the woman beside him. Your marriage was an inspiration to the rest of the family. The other first impression I got coming up to the lake was you weren't allowed to throw anything out. Old milk jugs, old egg cartons, even old shopping bags, you weren't allowed to throw them out. Well, I couldn't imagine what you could do with all those shopping bags until we got a pillow at Christmas. I put my head on it and crunched. It's kind of a joke because I've since made fun of her pillows so that every time that Janet comes down or anybody visits or any special occasion, as Connie said, I get a pillow. And the dogs are partial to some more than others. Why? I don't even want to ask. What endeared me probably to Grandma more than anything else was when referring to my own grandfather, I introduced Freeda to the word matriarch. And when I did, when I could see the light go on, she had a real feeling that it was something that maybe she was, and I explained to her, and she beamed the rest of the weekend when there was a word for what she was. And but her grace, strength, love, ingenuity, and caring, however, has probably redefined the term. Now, being a big guy, I wear the crotch out of all my jeans, rendering them useless far before their time. So Freeda, discovering this, would patch up my blue jeans 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 times. Until finally she'd say there's just nothing else I can do. So I didn't think anything else out of it until at Christmas, the rest of y'all got potholes. Few people have made such a positive influence on my family. May God allow me and mine to be here for your 100th.
We got pillows in Arkansas too. She makes them.
They made the rounds. Okay. I thought that was kind of funny what Craig said because grandmother mistook me also for Pat and Ray, and I've always been a part of the family. So I don't really know how to take that. Who has a better sense of humor than Freeda? So I figured I wrote a little bit of a roast here. I'm really glad I got to come up here and see the old lady at the lake. But enough about Janet. Today is really about Freeda. One of Freeda's old friends once said, and it's one of my favorite quotes, "I'm not old. Now Freeda, that's old." Everything else up here, this old, is either in the woods or a museum. Her social security number is 2. Coincidentally, on her driver's license photo, you can also see her feet.
You're gonna kill Pat, huh?
The party invitations had a spelling error on them. Must not have been Freeda, there was only one spelling error. Janet said she caught Freeda in the kitchen the other day dancing and talking to herself. At her age, that's either a really good sign or a really bad one. But seriously, Freeda, you're in the light today. Happy 90th birthday. I hope you enjoy it. God bless you. And pull up your pantyhose. And yes, you are wearing pantyhose.